Happy Monday, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to Toys, the Universe, and Everything. This week, it's Larry Bird versus Dr. J for the 7800 hardwood title. So, is one-on-one going to ignite competitive spirits on your next game night? Or is the 7800 sports lineup doomed to foul out before halftime? Well, like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and let's play the 7800's Hokey Pokey Simulator. I mean, one-on-one basketball. Ported from the 1983 Apple II computer game One-on-One by EA, you play as either Dr. Julius Erving or Larry Bird in this one-on-one basketball showdown. The 7800 version was released in 1987 and was advertised as a supercart. Fear not, unlike the other famous Apple II game that ended up on a supercart, this one has no sign of an indestructible green bird. Oh wait. Oh, that's okay, because in one-on-one you have advanced basketball skills at your disposal, such as turn around, shoot the ball, and call time out. That's right, because even in 1987, if it's EA, it's in the game. And for a port of a computer game from 1983, there actually was quite a bit of decent gameplay in this little black cart. It may have played a little slowly, but it does take the old 2600 basketball formula and updates it pretty well. You can steal, rebound, dunk, and shoot the three ball. You can even turn around. I joke. But that really is a useful part of this game's strategy to prevent opponents from stealing the ball. You also have a fatigue meter, and the game even has a behind-the-scenes hot streak system you can trigger. Even after all the Atari games I've reviewed, I still stubbornly try to play them without reading the instructions first. After all, it's a basketball game. The Atari has two fire buttons. One is clearly shoot, and the other is timeout. Button 2 is timeout. All of your other actions are mapped to button 1. Shoot, steal, block, turn, and rebound are all mapped to button 1. This game can be played on a 2600 stick. Still, once you wrap your head around the control system, there is a lot of fun to be had here for 2 players. Even the computer will give you a decent game depending on your difficulty settings. Visually, this is a pretty decent game, though the color choices are a little bland, seems a little dark compared to the more pastel double dribble. And by 1987, this game was already showing its age when you put it next to Konami's arcade basketball game with its glitzy slam dunk sequences. One-on-one does animate well, if not a little framey and a little slow. I really enjoyed Dr. J's backboard breaking sequence, even though you'll likely see all the game's surprise bits in one playthrough. And Larry Bird looks like he's wearing an Argyle sweater. It really looks like an Argyle sweater. The sound is sparse. I don't know if it's better or worse than the Apple II version, but I know the Amiga crushed this version. Most of the game, you'll only hear a slow dribble for very long stretches of time. This would be one of those games you'd play while listening to your favorite music pumped up, because playing this game through your speakers would be a waste. It isn't turn your system off bad, but like many games on the 7800, the audio was an afterthought. The 7800 could do better, as Robotron, Centipede, and even homebrews like Super Pac-Man proved. But here it was business as usual, as the game limps through with 2600 level noises and a corny intro ditty. Now, the question is, do you need to put one-on-one in your starting lineup? Well, when it comes to sports titles, I do not care for modern semi-games that require a million buttons to play. I'm looking at you, Madden Football. In my house, we play both kinds of basketball, double dribble and NBA Jam. Yes, I lifted that quip from the Blues Brothers. That said, I'm not sure mapping all controls to one button just so timeout could be on button 2 was necessary, but I like this game and I like how it plays. I would definitely pull this one out on a game night for some upgraded 2600 basketball style gameplay. That is really what this is a spiritual sequel to. If you've ever had fond memories of that game, this is your remix or 2.0 of that. I just wish the sound was better and that the color choices were a little bit more dynamic. But for the price of this game used, you can and will have some fun with it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and no matter what your questions are about toys, the universe, everything, remember, the answer is always to have fun, and basketball is best when played in ugly Christmas sweaters. I really do appreciate you spending time with me. If you want to help me do more, please like, subscribe to the channel, share on social media, and let me know in the comments what kind of videos you are interested in. Until next time, everybody.